Hey guys, we are here with our Budweiser Artist Stage of the Night, Mr. Jake Hooker. You still got some time to get out here and see him. He won't be on stage till 9:30, and the weather is cleared up just in time. So thank you for being with us yet again, Jake.
You bet. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for
We
having
are
me.
so happy to have you back for.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're truly one of a tradition here. It feels like.
Well, thank you. We love, especially for me. I live right down the road, so it's
Ah.
hometown gig for me. It's awesome. Yeah.
What's like one of your best memories of Denton?
The rain today, it's not bad.
Yeah.
You know, every time we come, everybody's so hospitable here, and they take such good care of us. And the sound is always great, and it's neat. You know, it's Monday night, but there's a
Right.
crowd, and have the ranch rodeo, and I'm all about cowboy stuff, so it's good.
So mentioning from you just live right down the road, being from like close to Fort Worth and such a music city. Who are some of your inspiring artists coming up?
Coming up,
Hmm.
uh, John the drummer was making fun of me a while ago because of internet stuff. He said, "This is internet. We're on Facebook." I've never been on Facebook before. I don't think so. I don't keep up with a whole lot of stuff, but in my genre, in the country music world, you know, the people that are doing the same stuff that I am: Jeff Woolsey, Amber Digby, Justin Trevino. They're the same guys. Bobby Flores. Um, I don't know of truly anybody coming up in my world here. You know, and in the Texas music scene, I don't know any of those guys. We
Right.
don't really run the same circuits, and so it's such a different thing. But for the traditional country and the Western swing, those are the guys that are the best.
And I know when you were 7 years old,
Hmm.
that's when you picked up your very first instrument.
Hmm.
Tell us about, I mean, because I know you were heavily influenced by your father.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about what was it growing up in a home where music was an everyday thing.
Yeah. It was neat growing up because we lived in West Texas, out around Pecos, Texas, where we were, and out there during that time, all there were dances, you know. And I mean, there's beer joints, sure enough, but a lot of dances, a lot of rodeo dances, a lot of um, just dances. They just have dances, and so I'd get to go to all that. I'd go. I wouldn't.
That's
He
awesome.
wouldn't let me go to the beer joints, but I got to go to all the dances, and man, I just grew up loving it. You know, where all the kids would be running around playing and doing that. I was just kind of focused in. I
Right.
just from an early age, I was drawn to it, and so, um, and then as far as being at home, you know, my dad didn't sit around and play music or anything like that. He worked a job, and then on the weekends he'd
That's
load
really
up and
funny.
go play. And so yeah, so whatever music or noise was going on was what me and my brother were making, you know. So, but my dad, he was there to show us and kind of help us
Right.
out a little bit. Yeah.
Awesome.
So I know one of your hobbies is playing the steel guitar too.
Not anymore. It's
Not
not.
anymore.
No.
No.
I've smartened up,
You smart enough.
or dumbed down, or whatever you want to say.
What made you want to start playing the steel
I
guitar?
have no idea, really. Maybe shouldn't have started that.
Is it just so
Yeah.
challenging or what?
Very much, yeah. I wanted to play, and I loved sitting down behind one, but I thought, man, I'm gonna try to learn how to play this. I learned how to tune it, and that's about it. And
That's as far as he got.
well, yeah, that was one neck. That was just there's two necks.
Yeah.
With 10 strings apiece.
Yeah.
I learned how to tune the one neck. I never made it to the other one.
You
So,
got out before
yeah,
it
and
got
I could
real.
play part of one song, and that was it. So I thought, man, I don't think this is for me. I love it, but it's not for me. I tried to play the fiddle one time too, and that didn't work out very good either.
Oh, see, that's one of the things I want to do. I want to learn how to play a fiddle.
Yeah,
so
well, we can talk
don't
to
tell me
Hank
that.
after a while, but yeah, it's that's not very good either. Don't try it.
You just stick to your upright.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's.
Growing up, because I mean, you started at age 7. By 17, you're already up and going.
Mhm.
When was or what was one of your favorite shows growing up where you were like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do it?
You know, I don't know, like favorite shows that I did, like as far as
Mhm.
jobs or.
Just
You know-
like developing Jake Hooker.
Oh well, that's still I think a process uh, that won't ever be figured out. But I think for me, you know, it's so weird. The way I've always approached it, maybe different from other guys. Since growing up with my dad the way he did, he kind of made a living doing it. it was just playing dances, and it was extra income.
Right.
And that's how it started for me. I mean, I just wanted to do what he did, and so that's what he did. And as far as being a star and all that, I mean, I haven't so much wanted to ever be that. I just wanted to be a really good musician and to play the music that I love playing. And and I like playing dances. I like it when people are dancing, and that's applause to us.
Right.
For when people are when we're just sitting. We do some sit down shows, and they're the most nerve wracking, horrible things ever. And because we're so used to dances, and so. But to answer your question, I played a lot of when I was in high school. I played football and did all that. Well, like homecoming dances and stuff. I was the band too, so we'd play a football game and then I'd play a dance after the deal. So,
That's awesome.
so those were kind of cool. Just the community that I grew up in, out in Merchant around San Angelo. Those people out there, they kind of helped me get going, and just
Yeah.
by letting me play, and so. So I guess that, and it just kind of helped me hone my craft, I guess.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And being around good players, that was the main thing.
Who was when you were 7
Mhm.
and you picked up your instrument? Who was like the one icon growing up when you were like a tiny kid that it's like that guy?
Well, my dad at that point. Then it was my dad because I
Right.
just didn't know anybody else. And but as I got older, the artists that I look up to, Johnny Bush, Ray Price, Bob Wills, Daryl McCall, those type of guys, because that's the music that I loved, and that my dad did, and so
Right.
that's what I fell into, and that's what I just wanted to do. But as far as musicians, bass players, Bob Moore is the bassist that I want to be like and still want to be like, and Bob Moore, Junior Husky, in the country world, those guys were the greatest, and even to this day, those
Right.
guys were the greatest, and so um, yeah, just trying to, whenever you have uh, any genre of music, there's always somebody that kind of carved out the path.
Mhm.
Well, that's the guy that I want to, those are the guys that I
Right.
look to because they were the best.
Right.
That's just how it
They
was.
were who started it.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys. Well, we have a room full of people wanting to meet Jay Cooker and the Outsiders. So we're going to sign off for tonight, but you still got some time to come out and see them. They'll be on the Budweiser stage from 9:30 to 11. And like I said, the weather's good and want you to come out. So come out to the fair and we'll do what Cowboys do.